Yo, good morning, good day. So today I'll just explain the farming strategy that I've been doing for the past couple of days, and it involves harvest and betrayal, the syndicate guys. So for a while I've just been farming harvest because I enjoy the gamba aspect of it. Uh, with the chance with the 60% chance of the unchosen crop not to wilt, and I also enjoy the loot explosion when I do harvest. And then I thought, the betrayal nodes in the atlas tree are not that far from the harvest nodes, so I thought, why not farm them both? While you farm harvest every map, you're also building up your syndicate safe house, and you'll be able to farm this, which costs around 2 divines or 1.5 divine, and also the other expensive all flame ember is the all flame ember of the gilded, which is around 2 divine, I think, or 4 divines. Okay, wow. So yeah, so we're farming two things at the same time. And before you start running this strat, if you want to run this strat, I suggest that you build your safe house first. But I can't really show this too. But I'm doing the 2255 setup. I recommend that you watch the guide that Simply Business made about the syndicate, because he gave a very detailed explanation on how to set up your boards, how to build connections, and all that. So I watched the whole guide, and I really learned a lot about setting up the syndicate board from him. So I came up with this. I'm farming transportation and intervention. For transpo, I have um, Gravicious and Borichi, because Gravicious will give you gift cards, and Borichi will give you currency. And for intervention, we have the two Scarab guys, Leo and Haku. They give ultimatum scarabs for that ultimatum scarab of catalyzing, and ambush scarab for that containment. Now we only will run these two, um, the two houses with the two members. The other two with the 5 members each, we don't run them. So as you can see, this safe house is ready to be run, but I'm not gonna run that because it will ruin the whole board, and it'll be hard for me to set it back up. So they'll just stay full. They will just wither down to not full as I continue farming harvest and farming these two houses. Right now I have Leo on, or the intervention safe house on full. So let me do this one first, and then I'll run a map where I show you how to farm, or how I farm my harvest and syndicate at the same time. Okay, just breeze through the mobs. Just go to the safe house, kill the boss, then get your loot. All right, so we execute Leo. Unfortunately, I didn't 3-star him before the safe house got full, so I didn't drop any all flames, but it's okay. All right, no rare scarab as well, but that's fine because it's relatively easy to fill the safe house from empty. It takes like 4 to 5 maps. In 4 to 5 maps, I'll be able to run one of these two again. So yeah, I'll be running a map. I'm doing this on T16.5 because of the high quant and pack size that these maps have. You can run it on T16s, corrupted, because they also have high quantity and pack size, but 16.5 just gives you higher numbers on those areas. Also, there is a uh, petal ability in T16.5 where if you use it, the mobs will revive and they will drop loot again for the second time, and that works inside the harvest. So running T16.5, if you get that ability, is really good because you'll get a lot of juices, a lot of life force inside the sacred grove. Right. Oh, by the way, Atlas tree looks like this. I'll be posting a link uh, on the video description. And yeah, I'll run a map. For Scarabs, by the way, we're doing 3 risks because it adds 6 modifiers, which will increase the quantity and pack size of our map. We're running, of course, the Awakening Scarab for us to be able to run Imbued Harvest, and Scarab of Doubling for us to get twice the amount of juices inside. All right, so Imbued Harvest guarantees a Sacred Growth, so you don't really need to invest a lot of points on the Atlas tree for you to guarantee a Sacred Growth. Also, you'll have a 50% more chance for the Unchosen Crop not to wilt, plus the 10% from the Atlas tree, so you have a 60% uh, chance for the Unchosen Crop not to wilt, and that's what I like about this strat because it's Gamba. All right. Also, you have 50% chance to spawn an additional monster. So if you do upgrade a plant to tier 4 with a unique boss, you may spawn like 2 of them at the same time. So that's more juices. Okay, let's go. Hopefully we get 5 plots, so we get a lot of loot.
Rid yourself of your delusions. The Atlas cannot be studied, only destroyed.
All right, let me check the ability first. Okay, this one, it's not that. It's not the revive ability. So how I usually run my map is I just uh, find the syndicate events and where my sacred grove is right there. So I just do all the syndicate events, then go straight to the boss. And also I check the mercenary because sometimes they drop a divine. So
Like the phoenix. I do not wish to be here any longer.
okay. That's one. All right, so the research and the intervention events are pretty much guaranteed every
I
map,
choose
and the
an
transpo
honorable
and the
death.
fortification are 50-50.
You dishonor.
Would you like to know? Bargaining.
All right, that's 2. Okay, we check the mercenary. It drops 2 chaos. Why not? All right. Oh, good thing. Baltos. All right, we got fortification. Ideally, we want transpo because it's what we're farming, but
Death holds no
not too bad.
terror for me, exile.
Did you see that? Death's the only option here, I'm afraid.
You remind me why I left the Templars.
Okay, so now we run straight to the boss. Okay, and then we go to our sacred grove. No, feather belt. All right, so we have 4 plots. Ideally, we want to farm a lot of yellow juices because they are the ones that uh, are expensive. And then next in our priority is the blue juices, and least priority will be the purple one. Now, for this setup, we have a lot of purple ones, so we can go ahead and do this, hoping that the other one will not wilt. Okay, it didn't. So we're just running the. This is pretty much a good setup because there's a lot of purple ones, and we don't really want to farm purple ones. So we just use the purple plots to upgrade the blue and the yellow ones, and that'll give us more blue and yellow juices. That'll give us more farm or profit. Now for this is what I like. It's the gamba aspect. I would choose the purple one, hoping that the yellow one will not wilt. There's a 60% chance of that happening. Okay, we failed, we lost, but it's fine because the 2 yellows here are being upgraded by us running all those purple ones as well as the blue one right here. So again, we'll gamba this one. I'll take the purple, hoping that this blue one will not wilt, and it wilted down. But again, that's fine. What can you do? Okay, so we have 2 yellow ones here. Okay, it didn't wilt. It still gives us some juice, but in a perfect scenario, you get like 5 plots and your 60-40 gamba always works. You'll get like 30k juices in one map, more than 30k combined, which is roughly around 5 or 6 divides, depending on which juice you have a lot of. So there we got 11k, which is still not bad. This is roughly 3 divines, and we got Valdos. So this is not a bad run. All right. So that's it. That's how quick a map is. You just run around fighting the syndicate events, check the mercenary, check the boss. Also running Dooms because it drops Fortress, which is I think the most expensive T17 map. And I've also scried um, Dunes with the Basilica div card drops. So whenever I run around, there's a chance that I get 7 years bad luck, the Enlightened, or the Damnation card. So it's also like um, extra income if I drop one of those. So yeah, I don't really have much data because I'm too lazy to put everything on a spreadsheet. Uh, so I don't really have mm, a detailed computation of the input cost and the profit per hour. But I guarantee that I am making profit running this because I won't be running this if I'm not making any money on this strat. So if you wanna use it, it's all up to you. Um, Harvest and Betrayal are two of the most fun strats that I I think this game has, and running both of them at the same time is really fun for me. So yeah, um, that's all for now. Thank you. Have a good day.